Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 7th grade concept of solving graphs. This is standard 7.6G in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 12 of the 2023 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. Alright, so we've got these different cars that are sold. We got a basic bar graph, and we need to find which car brands represented 60% of the sales. Alright, so how do we figure that out? Well, first, let's go ahead and figure out how many total sales we have. Okay, so it looks like I've got, let me see, brand A, right, it's going to be 18. Brand B is going to be right in between 14 and 16. That's going to be 15. Right, so I've got 23 for brand C. Actually, that's 21. Let's get that correct. Then we've got 6. Okay, so I've got these two make 33. That makes 27. All right, so it looks like we've got 60. Add those two together. You are going to get 60. All right, so I need 60% of 60. Okay, so 60% of 60 sales. All right, so I've got a few different options here. So what I could do is I could add those, A and B, A and C. What else do I have? B and C, C and D. And I can add those divided by 60 and see what makes 60%. Or another option, 60% of 60, let's multiply, right? What is a decimal equivalent to 60%? That's going to be 0.6. So let's multiply. And let's say, all right, 60% of 60 is the same as 0.6 times 60. Right, so that's going to be 0. That's going to be 36. Don't need that second row because it's a whole bunch of zeros. So 36. So I'm just looking for two brands that equal to 36. Now, we'll do it the other way as well just to make sure. But if that's the case, that's going to be pretty easy. All right, so my brand A is 18 and 15. Well, we already figured this one out. This one's 33, so that's not going to work. Brand A is my 18, and brand C is my 21, so that's going to be 39. Also not going to work. Brand B and brand C, I've got my 15 and my 21, that's 36. Okay, I think that's going to work. And then my C and D, right, that's already got that 27. Not going to work. Okay, so I'm thinking it's C, 36. Now, how do we double check this? Well, let's make that fraction. Okay, so I've got my 36, that's B and C, added together, over my 60, right, that's my total. So if I reduce this, right, I can make sure that this is going to be 60%, right? So I can do either find equivalent fractions or I can divide up. So let's divide up because you can always do that. There's also an easier way to make that an equivalent fraction, right? So it doesn't go in there at all. We need a decimal. All right, so 60 goes into 366 times, and there's nothing left over. So 0.6, or move the decimal over twice, you get your 60%. Now, some of you might have seen this 36 over 60 and started simplifying, and if you did that, that's fine. The largest number that goes into both is going to be 6. 36 divided by 6 makes 6. 60 divided by 6 makes 10. So look at that. 6/10 equals 0.6, which equals that 60%. So we've triple checked it multiple ways, but it does look like brand B and brand C are going to represent 60% of my sales because that's 36 out of 60. And my answer here is C.